Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com, and I am thrilled to be joined by someone that I call one of the most exciting regional fighters in the area right now. He has won 4 fights in a row, 3 by finish, and he has earned the rights for the main event at Ring of Combat coming up, Ring of Combat 80 on May 12th in Atlantic City. Armando Gjetja. How you doing, my man? Main event. Congrats. Great to talk to you, my man.
Thank you for having me, Bob.
It's a pleasure. Armando, listen, I have, been lucky enough to be present for many of your, I think 5 of your last 6 fights. And I have always said it. I mean, your style has just is so exciting. And you have, like I said, now you must have made some changes to your game. Tell how you feeling 4 in a row now. Last time I talked to you, you said you felt better than ever before. You got another finish. You're really fighting very well. Now, how you feeling about your game?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling very confident. I just celebrated 1 year with my new team, Law in Long Island, and results are showing, and nothing. Pretty confident. Of course, it helps coming out of 4 straight wins. We are in the right place mentally, and I think it's always been that. Like, one of my biggest. You can call it a blessing, a curse if you don't know how to manage it. Is being, I think a lot. I think a lot to the smallest detail, and I need a guidance, and I think I really found it in Ray Longo.
Awesome. Listen, he's a legend, so that's not difficult to believe. I mean, you've got that guidance from somebody who's been there, had world champions. But listen, let's talk about it, because you said, you're at Law now. To UFC 288 tonight. I know 2 fighters are on the card that you're very familiar with. Matt, the Steamroller Favola, and of course the main event, Aljo, the world champ, Aljamain Sterling taking on Triple C, Henry Cejudo. Let's do a little preview of those 2 fights before we talk about yours. How you feeling about your guys tonight?
Great, man. Look, I've been, especially with Steam, because we are in the same weight division. I've been able to help and take part in camp and help with various puke drills and shark tanks. And look, he hasn't missed a day, and like compound interest, every day he will show up in the academy stronger and stronger and stronger. And when it comes to the champ, Aljo, what can I say? Perfect in every deal. Like, always there, and like a 360 champion. Like, getting the extra work, and once he's done, always there. He's always there helping with advices, with drills, with everything. Like, we are taking over tonight in Newark.
You can really see Aljo how much he enjoys coaching, because you know what, he loves he loves working corners and everything. So like you were saying, I mean, here he is, the world champion, and he's given his time to help you try to get better, which is that's how you build things, man.
As soon as he found out that I'm fighting the very next week, he was like, I had plans to go in Las Vegas, but most likely he told me that he's gonna just stay an extra week and come down to Atlantic City for this one.
I love it. That's your brother right there now. You know what I mean? And listen, speaking of family, listen, Armando, one of the most, rewarding things for me in what I do in talking to fighters is, when somebody's parent reaches out to me and thanks me for saying good things or giving their child some time. And your dad reached out to me, sent me a friend request on Facebook, and we're friends now. We chat back and forth. I just talk a little bit about your dad, because listen, you don't live where your dad lives, but he's obviously a huge fan of you. You're in the U.S. Your dad is not.
Look, it took a long way for them to realize that, okay, this is it, this is concrete, because not many people know. Like, basically, long story short, I was born in Albania, but I grew up in Italy. All my family lives in Italy, and I I moved here 6 years ago to pursue this career, and we probably gave up to the idea 2.5, 3 years ago, but now it's been almost a year that, he's a firm believer, and we cemented that with the last fight. I bought them tickets. They came from Italy to watch this last fight, and he was happy. He loved it. And then as soon as I told him that you have an Italian background, it was like, oh, that's it. I just found my guy.
Well, anyway, listen, shout out to your dad. Like I said, it warms my heart. I really appreciate that. I put the time in because I root for you guys. And when you get, somebody's dad or mother, or they reach out to you, it's a good feeling. So I just want to say, thank you to your dad. Let's talk about your fight now. That's enough with the love. Let's move into, punching each other in the face and stop giving love. Listen, Darius Estelle, 7-4. He's fought at LFA. He's fought for a couple bigger promotions, but he's 7-4. He's coming in, and listen, he's getting an opportunity to come in and spoil your party. Like I said, your first main event. Listen, so many Ring of Combat champions have gone on to bigger and better things because that's what Louis Negli and Frankie Perez try to do. They love for their champions to go on to the UFC, Bellator, wherever. He's coming in to try to ruin your party. Tell me a little bit about how you see this fight going, and how you're going to get your arm raised at the end of the night.
That's right. Look, like always, I take this career one brick at a time. In this case, Darius Estelle. All props and credits to him for the record he has. I know he's coming from Michigan. I know his record and background, and I've done my studies. Like I believe he has done the same with me, and I'm coming in very, 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 very confident. It's like the way I've been improving lately. It's been very exponential. It's like it's a sort of a flow that you don't want to lose. Like you want to keep it, and that's where I'm at right now. I know what kind of style he has. I know what he's gonna be looking for, but we got that down to the T.
Excellent. Well, listen, a victory here to get that belt, and one fight at a time. But the future is very bright for you. I believe. I'm excited for your career. I'm excited to be there again, calling this fight. And thank you, Armando, for putting the work in and dedicating yourself, because the way you fight is the reason. Listen, people that buy a ticket from you will never be disappointed, because when you go in there, blood, sweat, and tears, 1,000,000%. You leave it in the cage every time. That's why you're one of my favorite fighters to watch. And like I said, I'll be rooting for you to have a lot of career success. And it's always a pleasure talking to you. Do you want to give out any shout outs or love any sponsors before you roll, my man?
Likewise, and I really appreciate. Yeah, definitely. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor for the past three fights, Healthy Kitchen here in the Bronx. They've been helping me and saving me a ton of time with prepping. When it comes down to cutting this much weight and everything, like they got it down. Thanks also to my nutritionist that is back in Italy, and he's helping me right now from there. And to all my Albanian community, I wouldn't be there without their support.
Yeah, Lenny, your buddy Lenny Rafati taught me all about the Albanian community early on. So I kind of knew about their passion for the sport. And Armando, hopefully you'll be feeling their love at Ring of Combat 70 main event. Once again, congratulations. Best of luck with your final weight cut and preparations. And I look forward to seeing you in Atlantic City, my man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And like I said, best of luck moving forward.
Thank you, Bob. I'll see you on Friday.